I believe in staying connected with those we love. I believe in cherishing words. I believe we mean what we say to a person no matter how we say it. Somewhere along the course of early adulthood, we grow restless from the company of our parents, and the real world beckons us from our homes. For me, the call came in the form of college. When I moved away from home in 2012, I reveled in the thought of learning new things and making friends, but I was leaving behind one of my best friends. My mother and I had a close relationship. She was someone I could look to for advice, and I always had an open ear for her endless fascination for science. I listened intently as my mom informed me of complex topics, such as the chemical makeup of certain medicines she was prescribed for the MRSA infections. We attempted to maintain our frequent talks while I was away at college, but communication grew difficult as my course load became more demanding and my mom's health deteriorated. I found myself dreading her drawn-out phone calls, concerned that hearing about her health was becoming too taxing. One day, she said that she missed talking to me, but I told her I was simply too busy to talk every day and to text me instead. She would text me, and I would respond days later. I was simply too busy to talk. The day I heard that my mom had died is ingrained in my memory like a tattoo. It was March 11th, 2015. I was sleeping in from a long night of work when suddenly I woke up to the dark silhouette of my friend Andrew standing over me. I rolled over and asked him what he was doing in my room. "You need to call your dad, right now," he said. According to my dad, my mother died of a massive heart attack, and doctors suspected it was due to the fact that her painkiller prescription had been increased recently. The doctors also said that she died while working in her garden, so I was at least comforted by the fact that she died doing something she loved. After hanging up with my dad, I checked my inbox and noticed an unread text message from my mom that was sent the previous night. Petrified, I decided right then was not the time to open that message. What was possibly the last words my mom had spoken to me. A month had passed before I decided it was the right time to read that message. My father, sister, and I had gathered for a family dinner on a Friday evening. I felt I was finally ready to read it, so I opened it and began reading out loud. The text message read like a traditional letter. In approximately 80 words, my mom talked about various things, like how she heard a new song by her favorite band Interpol, and how the cats had begun their diet. She also told me that she was proud of me. Her final words in the message were, "I love you." My mom was my best friend. When I think of a person's last words to somebody, I don't think of them in the form of a text message. However, I do not feel as if I was robbed of a final goodbye. There is something special about my mom's last words to me, and I could care less about how they were said.